Hello everybody, it is me, Darcy. How are we? Joined as always by Kris. Hello Kris.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Everyone, hello.
Hey.
Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Unnamed Podcast where we sit here for about a time doing some shit. We do shit. I talk about what comes to my mind. Kris.
I'm here.
That's his contribution right there. Start things off as we often do. Channel news. Kris, what happened this week in the channel?
Okay, so this week,
My
on
foot's always
Monday,
visible.
weird,
News.
Monday, Phasmophobia.
There's my foot.
Oh.
It's always visible.
Weird.
Anyway, yeah, Phasmophobia did come out. Part 2 of 3. There's one
Yes.
more part to come out, which is worrying for me because it means I've got to do more work. And what came out today, Christopher?
Today was Hercules.
Today was
Ooh,
Hercules.
that was something.
That was it. Hercules is hard as balls.
It is.
Fun fact: that Hercules video got a copyright on it.
It did?
Yeah, obviously it was full of.
Oh,
Disney
shit,
stuff.
you know. Fair
However, there is no restriction on it, so go and watch it. It's you're not paying big Disney money.
Yeah.
The other one that I really liked, really liked about Phasmophobia was the actual episode where we see my new play style.
No.
As opposed to like the first episode where we get the intern, I'm still sort of playing the chicken. Like I'm not going in, I'm not doing stuff.
And then he started playing.
And then he starts playing chicken, and I'm like, well, we can't have two chickens. That's just ridiculous. And so I'm like, you know what I can do instead? Try and murder Kris. And so that's what we do. And yeah.
Nick does the same goddamn thing.
Absolutely.
Except, you know what happened? The last time I played it with Nick, it was Nick and one of his friends as well.
Yeah.
There was no separate roles.
No.
All that went into that house was insanity.
Yeah.
All three of us. Let's go.
And that's why you failed.
Don't you think his friend was? He would start off as insanity and eventually move into chicken. However, Nick and I would just be like, "Oh, my sanity's at 2%.
That's
it's
why-
very active. Better walk in."
That's why you fail. Well, yeah, no, that is. I will say this. That is like my no-go. If my sanity is 0, I'm like, I'm not walking back into that house. I'm like, basically, that is just suicide.
Whereas mine will be at 0, and all of a sudden
well,
I'll just be like, I need to check this, and you'll just like you'll be talking to me, still looking at the computer, and it's like, hey, can you go in and check this? Like, yeah, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's like, when the fuck do you go? It's like, yeah, no, I went in because I don't care.
But no, that's like my whole thing. Like, I'm just kind of like, fun is fun, but I ain't about committing suicide.
And that's all that happened with Nick. We see you go in, and it's just all of a sudden, I'm like, how have we not seen this cursed object? It's like, hey guys, I've just pushed this pin into a heart, and like you.
I did that as well.
And
I wasn't expecting it right off the bat.
well, no, but he pushed a bunch of pins in. So I'm just there, and I'm like, he's killed me. I'm dead because I was the closest to where the actual ghost was, and I just kept getting killed. I started those matches with them with $5,000.
Yeah.
I ended with fucking nothing.
That's like my my one with when I think it was the first video, or it was either the first video or the first part of the second video.
Yeah.
But I pick up the doll, I walk to the door, I push the pin and go to walk out, and the door closes. I'm like, oh god, and then I'm like, oh god, and you're like, what the fuck's happening? Oh god, and you and Jaden are running, and I'm like running in the opposite direction. And I kid you not, the ghost literally walked past both of you to come and kill me because I was the one that pissed it off. And I was like, well, that's fair.
Whereas Nick always manages to piss it off, and then I get hit.
To be fair,
It's
I
like
was
every time he
doing
gets
that
the
with
mirror.
tarot cards.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the tarot cards are fun.
They are.
Because you press the draw button, and then because of the animation, if you're standing like right in the doorway, you can actually back out and draw the card outside, and then the door just slams in front of you. And you're like, ha ha. Ha ha ha.
It is gold. I do enjoy it.
And then you're like, oh yeah, by the way, Kris, I accidentally set off the hunt. And you're like, what? I'm in the house. It's like, yeah, I was drawing tarot cards.
Whereas
It's like, oh well, it's coming for you, right? Oh no, I'm outside.
See, that was the house with the door, like the table, pretty much straight away, right?
Yeah.
It was one of them.
Yeah, one of the farmhouses.
Yeah, so like the tables, like not one of the farmhouses. Didn't you do it in one of the main 3 houses?
Oh no, last time we played, I did it in the farmhouse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because last time we
there was
played,
another one.
I didn't record it, but I was in the farmhouse and I was just going hard.
But there was another one where we were in like just one of the main houses. You walk in, open area, dining table, living room, and then like the laundry and toilets off to the left as well.
Right.
With that one there, I was like standing there just looking at the table, trying to set up.
I know
and
what you're
everything.
talking about. Yeah.
And then you've like flipped the tarot cards. You stepped out, doors closed. I haven't even been paying attention. I'm like, oh,
I know exactly.
it's the ghosts being active. It's fine. And then I look back, I'm like, the doors closed.
Yeah, that was.
And then died.
That was. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. I don't think that one was recorded. I think that was the day we were playing it without recording it, and where I was just like literally getting the things. Like I think I walked straight into the first house and found the mirror and picked up, went, okay, the ghost is here, and then Jane's like, "Are you sure?" I'm pretty sure the ghost is here. I'm like, "No, I'm 100% sure the ghost is here."
As soon as you said 100% sure the ghost is here, I'm like, it's the fucking mirror again.
Yeah, it's the mirror. Yeah, I got the mirror. But no, like I was, the one you're talking about, that was the one where I couldn't go back into the house after like the first 2.5 minutes because I'd just been flicking the tarot cards and I'd burnt all my sanity. So every time I stepped to the door, because we'd set both of the crucifixes where it was going off, I'd step inside and the crucifix would just ignite and I'm like, okay, I'm not allowed in anymore. And so I'm like standing in the doorway trying to direct Jade on what the fuck to do.
Well, what I did to screw around with Nick once is like I went onto my custom difficulty with like the 13 times multiplier and just didn't tell them like, why the fuck are we moving so slow? Everyone's walked in. Nick and I are at the truck just talking. It's like, okay, we can walk in now, and then all of a sudden it's like, why can't we hear the other two? Because one of them didn't have Discord, so we were just playing with the in-game.
How does someone not have Discord?
They just got a computer.
It's free.
I know. I don't know why they didn't, but either way, they didn't have it. They've walked in before us, and then I'm like, I haven't heard them in a while. Not even like the slight off in the distance thing.
They're dead.
They were both dead, and we'd only been in the map for about 30 seconds. Because the thing about it is like with the 13 times multiplied, there's no cooldown. Plus, every time it kills, it extends the hunt time.
Yeah.
So it can just infinitely hunt as long as it can kill. But oh god.
Well, I don't know if it was in that first video, but I did get Jaden pretty good the first time I died to a ghost. I think it might have been the first one where I'm like, he's like walking up to the front door, and I just threw a hammer at him. He's like, oh! And he like backs up, and it's just like, and then you start pissing yourself. I'm laughing, and you start laughing. You're like fucking Darcy. I'm like standing at the thing, just like, I like literally got this hammer and I followed him, and I was like, oh, do I follow him out? I'm like, no, I don't follow him outside because then he'll be like, wait, the ghost can't be outside, because that was the one thing that we impressed on him. The ghost can't leave the house. So I like waited, and the second he stepped over the front door, I just threw the hammer at him.
Yeah. I tried to get him when he was on the truck because that's when he would have been least expecting it.
Yeah, but
he would have been relaxed and then bang.
No,
it didn't work.
Best reaction ever.
No, but that was great because he's like, we knew where the ghost was.
Oh, absolutely.
We 100% knew where the ghost was. You did it. And then he's freaked out. He's like, oh my god, the ghost is near the door. I was like, it's fucking Darcy. It's fucking Darcy.
The ghost was near the door. It was just my ghost, not.
That is true. It was a.
Yeah, so there's one more episode of that to come out. There is 2 episodes of Spyro that are going to come out. There's something else that we.
Was there not a Mario Kart? No.
I think we did something else. Maybe we're out of videos, and I just don't know because I haven't really looked properly.
We should probably look at that after.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I say we're out of videos.
Well,
we're still like a week ahead of.
There's still videos, but yeah.
Yeah, there's still videos.
We'll have to have a look at it after because we'd already discussed doing some more recording.
Well, there is something I do want to record tonight, and so
servers up and
we'll do that. They were, but I'm not 100% sure about recording it because I can tell you what happened when I gave it a quick game. Now it was fine, plays nicely, everything was okay, except for the people I was playing with.
Yeah.
Who were very screamy, very retarded, and very fucking annoying.
Oh.
Yeah, one guy was just like, whee! The entire time, and I'm like, oh, thank fucking God for muting.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't really want to deal with that at all.
No, I'd rather not. That's
and the unfortunate thing is, like, if you do mute it, you kind of miss out on a part of the game because, like, you're supposed to communicate. So I'm like, as much as I really do want to play it, I'm like, I need to play it with like 6 or 7 people I knew who I could be like, okay guys, everyone just calm your fucking palms. Okay, I don't need any Russian screaming. I don't need. Okay, I just want a nice, calm game. Okay, if you scream, but it better be because there's a fucking monster attacking you, not because the game started.
And they do it.
And the game continued.
And you're still alive.
And everything's still happening.
I don't care if you're scared just because it started.
And there's no monsters around. And that's not a scream of terror, it's just annoying. I'm like, I don't want that in my life. I don't need to deal with that.
No.
So instead, I think we're going to film something different. But
okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we will do some filming tonight. There's also like a few other things that I got to talk to Kris about channel-wise, because I've been watching a whole lot of Helldivers stuff, and I'm like, I think I'm buying it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it as well.
But I need to do some research and see if it is cross-platform.
Yes, because I do also want to play with Nick, which means if it's not, I'll have to have it on PlayStation and something else.
PC.
More than likely.
Or we just tell Nick to get it on PC.
Yeah, he probably would actually. I have to, well, it's all.
But there are a few games that we have been meaning to play for a while now, and that we actually now will have the opportunity to play.
Yes.
Fortunately for us, like me personally, particularly me, it's all about me. There's only like 3 weeks of the school term left, which means that we'll go into a point where I can just like pump out a fuck ton of work.
It's true.
And like, I can literally be like to Kris, hey Kris, on a Wednesday, come over at 12 o'clock and we'll do a fucking whole fucking day of fucking. We're not going to do a whole day of fucking. That's weird. We don't roll that way.
No.
Something wrong with it, but we don't film it. Okay? We ain't filming that and putting it on YouTube. That's how you get strikes.
No, that's just how you get it straight up banned.
He's probably right.
Yeah.
I think
it's,
he's our rules guy.
I think it would be more of like a strike if it was obviously accidental. In that case, it's not accidental.
No.
Okay, not exactly what you were saying. Not the fucking kind of thing.
No, hold up.
Like the accidental.
How do you accidentally do that?
Yeah, okay. I don't mean the fucking.
Oh man,
I mean like accidental.
Me and my homies were just chilling, and the next thing we know, fucking accidentally fucking each other.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair point. Okay, I don't mean the fucking. I think it's more strikes if it's accidental, like a wardrobe malfunction or something.
Like the day my pants exploded.
Yes. Wasn't that while we were doing the whole big thing?
Yeah, that was while everyone was in the room, and I got up and I was like, okay, everyone just have a drink, chill out for a bit. I've got to go change my pants. And everyone was like, what the fuck's happened? And then John's like, did no one else see that half his pants were missing? I was like,
oh, it was funny. It was fun.
The troubles of having a big dick and getting excited. Boom!
You were excited about that day.
Oh, shit.
Stressed out, but excited.
It's like shit. Ah, fuck.
Oh, man.
That's why I only wear skinny jeans.
Holds it in place.
Ain't nothing moving in there. No, but seriously, yeah, so we've got some stuff to film, but we're also coming into that fun part of the year. Well, it happens several times a year for me, but that fun part where I can actually just focus on this for like 2 weeks. And like, this is the only thing I have to worry about. Whereas usually it's like, I spend the morning focusing on this, and then I've got to spend the afternoon doing
something.
Generally, it's high-level maths, and let me tell you about high-level maths. It cooks one's brain.
Yes.
Especially when you're sitting there and you're like, okay, hold on. Do you know what's happening? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, well, you're the one who's been studying this. I'm just trying to make sense of this by reading this book. I'm like, and this book makes no sense. I did that.
The education system.
I was talking with one of my students, and I was like, okay, well, this doesn't make any sense. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I was talking about this. And I was like, I flick back, like, so do you remember doing this chapter? Like, no, we didn't do that chapter. I'm like, okay, well, the book literally says everything we're doing here revolves around knowing how to do this thing from this chapter. It's like, oh, we never did that chapter. And I was like, oh, fucking no wonder everyone's fucking confused with it. I'm like, I was confused until I went, oh, yeah, that's right. That makes perfect sense now. And I just showed her, and she was like, oh, that makes everything clear. I was like, yeah, crazy how that works.
Right,
if you go from chapter 1 to chapter 5, doing all the stops, you understand shit. But if you just start at chapter 5 and they go, remember that thing we did in chapter 2? And you go, I started in chapter 5. They go, oh, get fucked. You're dead, son.
It's surprising how, like, the maths textbooks, they make so much more sense if you start in the first chapter and just go through it until the last. Because I don't know about...
My particular favourite
I know exactly. Like,
we're skipping 5.1 and we're going straight on to 5.2. 5.2 builds on 5.1. Yeah, but 5.1 isn't necessary. No, but we don't know what we're doing with these numbers.
But 5.1's the building blocks to 5.2. What do you mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The education system is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, because I quite often was like...
Hey, on the plus side, I don't have to spend the next couple... I only have two-ish weeks of dealing with it left for this term.
Yeah, I did enjoy one of, like, my math classes, and, like, first day for it, and it's like jumping in, it's like, okay, turn to page 200. I'm like, hang on. What? Why 200? What about the rest of the book?
This is saying something that makes no sense. Yes, because it's page 200. We're going to make it make sense. And the other thing is, like, we're going to quickly wrap up channel news.
Oh, shit, we haven't done that.
Because I do actually want to tell you this because it's fucking hilarious. But, in terms of stuff we've got to record, we're on top of that. I'm on top of recording shit.
Yes.
Editing shit.
I just show up on Wednesdays.
He just shows up on Wednesdays. And occasionally, on school holidays, one Thursday, I might make him do some fucking shit.
That's true. Depends on which school holidays. If it's the end of the year, holidays. Multiple.
Yes. So there's not really much else happening channel-wise, but hey, stay tuned for more stuff. There'll probably be another Phasmophobia, some Spyros coming out in the next couple of weeks. Maybe even some Marvel's Midnight Suns, because I'm really enjoying that game.
It is a fun...
And I will talk about it later in this podcast. But right now, that ends channel news. Kris, you got nothing else to add about channel news? No? Cool. Sweet. We should go to the beach one day. We'll get some footage. It won't be in channel news.
No.
Actually, before we go on to the thing that really annoyed me, do you know that beach that has the island that's probably like 300-400 meters away?
That's actually further than 300-400 meters away.
That one.
Yeah. The Kent Beach,
Is it Kent Beach?
The hill we walked up multiple times.
I don't know.
That's Kent.
Didn't pay attention to the hill. But either way, there's like a beach and then there's like just this sandy, rocky island. It's probably like 300-400 meters out.
Further than that.
Yeah, but what I want to do one day is just go there and swim out to it.
Good fucking luck.
I'm a very good swimmer.
Yeah, I know, but it's further than you think.
Yeah, I know.
It's one of those things. You look at it, 300-400 meters, like no.
What I want to do is swim out there with a rope attached.
Okay, hold. But
you figure that out. I'm going to now talk about the thing. That's what we're going to do at the beach. We're going to go to this beach, the one with the sandy rock, that sandy island thing that's about 300 to 400 meters out. I'm going to swim out to it. Prove Kris wrong. It will be 300 to 400 meters. I think Kris is just underestimated.
It's that one there, right? That's Kent Beach.
Might be. I think there is another one, though. It could be that one, although that one looks like too rocky. Like, this thing just looked like sand. It could be that one.
That's the main one we've gone to.
Oh, no, I drive it along that whole waterfront, like, every 2 days now, because I have kids who live out there. Anyway, there's another one.
That one's actually a pain in the ass to see.
There's another one. Or it is that one, and I'm just misremembering it. But I swear this one looked more like it was a desolate piece of sand.
Yes.
Anyway, enough on that. We're going to swim out there, me and Kris. It's going to be 300 to 400 meters. It's going to be great. It's going to be great fun. Mind you, that is shark territory, so if we don't come back...
You'll know what happened.
Kris was eaten by a shark, and I'm just
Wait,
lazy.
hold on. Why am I the one that's...
I can swim faster than you. That's the rules for shark attacks.
That's true, yeah.
That's 100% the rule for
No, but if there's multiple, you might get done too.
No, because I think after you get hit by the first one, then the rest of them will go like, oh, easy prey.
Yeah.
And they're not big sharks. Oh, we're not talking about like great whites. We're talking about like reef sharks. Although I did learn recently you can't punch a shark in the face because it's mostly mouth.
Yes. Oh, I gotcha! Oh, it's in his mouth.
oh my god, it's just like DoorDash.
Oh,
The food was delivered right to them. Anyway, so the thing that okay. Now, more.
Okay.
More.
I figured that out later.
More serious matters.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, I was tutoring one of my students in maths on Monday. That was 2 days ago for me. That was 4 days ago for you. Anyway, and he was showing me this working, and I was like, this stuff is really easy, and I'm having trouble following what the fuck you're doing. I'm like, and he's like, what do you mean it's easy? I'm like, okay, here is your answer. And it was like, I think I did it in 2 lines of work. He's like, oh, but that's not how the teacher showed us. And then he showed me some of the teachers working. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is this person doing?
No wonder why they're confused.
I'm like, what the hell? And then he's like, yeah. And then at this point, she tells us that the textbook is wrong. I'm like, she's doing it more complex than the textbook, but getting the same answer. What does that tell you about the textbook? The textbook is right, because it's the same fucking answer. I'm like, however, I can beat both the textbook and your teacher, because I can give you the answer in 2 lines of working, not 5 and 7.
But the annoying thing is, that's not what they're going to take in an exam.
But they have to, because I did it right, and I did it the way that they should actually be doing it, because we shouldn't be wasting time on these types of things. It was, for those of you wondering at home, it was similar and congruent shapes, and how to figure out side lengths from that. It's like, it's scale. Like, find out what the scale is, and then you just times by scale.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I literally did one, and I was sitting there with him, and I went, okay, so basically, I look at this, and he's like, okay, and I'm looking at all the working he's done, and I'm just like, okay, so I look at this, and I just go, this side is 90, and this side is 10. That means the scale, and it's similar side is 10, which means the scale is 9. So then I times 9 by 7, and I get 40. Well, I'm sorry, I don't get 49. It wasn't 9. It was 7. It was 70 over 10.
Okay.
Oh, and then I times 7 by 7, I get 49. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's all there is to it. I'm like, it's not difficult. He's like, oh, but this is all the work. I'm just like, what the fuck are they actually teaching you guys? I'm like, this stinks of someone making it overcomplicated so that they can seem smart.
Yeah.
Confuse the fuck out of you guys and be like, oh, well, keep working at it. Keep grinding away at this and you'll be as smart as me one day. It's like, however, a smart person looks at this and goes, oh yeah, this is the simplest math. We're not even doing hard school level maths here. This is basic fucking transfers.
Yeah.
Understand how maths works. Apply it. Answer.
It's as simple as it is.
But like, I was just like, this just reeks, and like, I think that's what I'm coming to. Well, it's not what I'm coming to. It's what I've already like said millions,
and I've agreed with
multitudes of time. Is that I don't believe teachers are very smart.
No,
because I believe a lot of them go into the job because they go, it has a lot of holidays, which is exactly what you want in someone whose job is to teach the next generation. I need a lot of time off.
Yeah. It's
I want all the time off.
It is very annoying and unfortunate, but it ain't going to change anytime soon.
Fucking rough, man. Anyway, enough on that.
Yes.
Let's talk about Marvel's Midnight Suns. I've been playing a lot of it recently.
It is a fun game.
I like it.
It was more fun than I thought it was going to be.
I like it.
Because I've never been one for massive card-based games.
Yes.
However, I was just having a bit of a play around at Nick's place when it came out.
Yeah.
And I was letting him do the card-based stuff, and then I just kept doing the exploring in the overworld. And then then he just left it to me.
That's my problem.
Yeah, but he then left it to me, and I'm like, well, this is more interesting than I thought.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe I should play this.
It's incredibly strategic, and I really, really like that about it. Because you do only get 3 or 4 card plays a turn, unless you do the thing which gives you the refund cards. Yeah. And so I'm finding myself having such a fun time playing it because I'm just like, oh, this is so fucking fun. And I always there's always points where I'm like, okay, I can do this and I can chain this and I can do this and then and you're really thinking about all of the moves you're gonna make. And then there's other times where it's just like, I can absorb all of this damage.
Yeah.
Especially considering the main character, obviously Hunter.
Yeah.
The Hunter.
Yes.
is like they have some really, really powerful moves
Yes.
in terms of. I think technically Doctor Strange is the best support character, at least in where I've played so far. But I actually prefer Hunter as a support character because his moves that is just better.
Yeah.
I actually have I think what's the team that I usually run? Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Captain Marvel. And I think the other one is Iron Man. And I'm like, with those three, I'm like,
Yeah, I can't even remember what I was running, but
I'm having such a good time with it. I haven't even unlocked Spider-Man yet as a playable character.
I think Nick had by the time I
Oh
was
yeah,
playing.
it's like the 3rd or 4th story mission, maybe 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
But as you can see, I've played 34 hours of it.
Yeah, see,
and
when I was
haven't
playing, I
done the
wasn't.
story. I haven't really done the story mission yet.
No, see,
I've just
I
been
wasn't-
doing all the fun stuff.
Nick was doing a story mission when I showed up, and then he's just like, "Hey, you want to turn?" And then I just started exploring the overworld and realized like, "Oh, there's a whole heap of shit to unlock."
Oh man, so
And then I just started searching for things. Then it's like, "Oh, we need to get to the next place," and it's like, "Yeah, I can't be bothered with card-based things," so I just handed the controller off to Nick and he gave it back.
knowing me, you can imagine that I spend a lot of my time
Oh yeah.
building, getting cards and trying to game out the cards. I haven't actually gotten. I'm also a hoarder, especially in games. Don't ask me about Skyrim. Everything I've ever picked up is stored in a chest somewhere.
Yes.
And the thing is, this is the crazy thing.
He doesn't know where the chest is.
No, that would be sane. No, I usually have it in my house storage chest. However, there are some chests, because you know how the house storage chest connects to all of your properties.
Yeah.
There are some things I'm just like, I can't carry this right now. I'm over encumbered. I'll store this in this chest in a random dungeon. And then I'm like, I'm never going back there. There's no reason for me to go back there. So I put my stuff I put in that chest. So then I fucking go back there. And I get the stuff out of my chest. And it's like, what did you pick up? Oh, well, a few iron daggers, fucking torches. You don't use that. I'm like, yeah, but it's mine. It's my stuff.
You can't take it. Fuck off.
No, I'm not leaving it there for the neck. It's mine. I earned it. I'm the hero. That's why I love Zelda.
Or
so
the village.
much. Wow.
You could easily be the villain in that game.
Yeah.
I bet you are.
Yeah.
I bet you are.
Just because I rob everyone blind.
Is it just your thing when you get into anything where it's slightly role-playing-ish, you become evil?
No. I'm generally pretty good, actually. It's just the thing is, Skyrim is so easy to make so much money in really quickly.
True.
And so what I do is I just literally start the game, and then I just become a smithing expert, and then I just make all my own weapons, so I never need to buy them, and then I go and sell stuff, so then I can buy everything good that they have, and then I break it all down, and then I come back and I'm like, hey, do you guys want to buy another 1 billion iron daggers? And they're like, well, we've got a heap. It's like, yeah, but I want some more. And they're like,
Yes.
I suppose. And it's like, god damn, this whole place runs on the economy of iron daggers.
It does.
It's like, oh, what's the weapons guy sell? Only iron daggers. Why everything else was bought for iron daggers. It's like, oh, okay. Well, what's the herbalist sell? Iron daggers. Why? Because someone came and sold them iron. Okay, what about the pub? What's he sell? Iron daggers. This whole town sells iron daggers. Yeah. Thousands of them. Does everyone else have an iron dagger? Yeah, because he walks around, he puts them in their pockets. I crashed the economy. Well, I would buy your iron daggers, but I found one in my pocket earlier. So I don't really need one. Unfortunately, no forks. No forks in the town.
No.
Everyone eats with a dagger.
Yeah. That's how it goes. They can't get the forks because they were bought too.
Yeah, so no. Usually I actually play a good guy.
See, my thing is, I say that I'm going to play a good guy, and then I become the worst person, unless I say that I'm going to be the worst person. Which point I become a good guy.
Well,
I don't know why. I always do the opposite of what
my
I'm
thing
saying.
is, like, a lot of the time, depending on the game, like Skyrim is different to me because it's like the whole game is really based around you being a hero. But I'm going to be whatever type of hero I want.
Fair.
So that means I want to be a vampire, I'll be a vampire. If it means I want to be this, I'll be this. If it means I want to run around with just an absurdly large sword, I put in a mod. So I can have an absurdly large sword.
Yes.
And I'm just like, hey guys, look at this. Boom. It's like, is that the Buster Sword? It's like, yes it is.
It doesn't belong in this game.
Too bad.
Yes, it does.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you understood. I'm the hero. I do what I want.
It's here. It's staying.
But like something like Fallout. Fallout is slightly different because I'm someone who just likes to get into the environment of the game.
True.
So for me, Skyrim is you're the hero, and every now and then the hero deserves to take everything that's not nailed down because come on, I just saved you from a dragon.
Oh, true.
You know, if I wasn't here, you wouldn't have this stuff anyway because it would all be burnt.
And
so
you'd be
technically mine.
Yes.
Whereas in Fallout, it's more like survival of the fittest, baby. So if I'm in a situation, it's like I can talk my way out of this. This seems prickly for me. I'll talk my way out. But if it's like me versus like two kids with guns, I'm like, okay, well, fucking here's the thing. I'm taking everything you've got.
Yeah.
Now you're welcome to follow me back to my safe haven, and I won't do anything untoward. However, you try and stop me, I will blow both your fucking heads off. I have a mini nuclear bomb. And I'm a hoarder, so I have like 10 of these. I have enough to fucking ruin everyone's day.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm someone in Fallout, you know, like how they like give you, like there's points in the game where it's like, oh, you've just unlocked this new weapon. Here's have a go with it. Like there's in Fallout 4, there's like a Mirelurk Queen, I think.
Okay.
Like you get like at the end of a quest line, and just before the end of the quest line, you go into like this. You're in this thing. It's like go into the armory. You go in, and there's a bunch of really powerful like weapons.
Yep.
And I was like, sweet. And I walked out. It's like a Mirelurk Queen. And it's like this big badass boss monster thing, and they're like, quickly use the mini nukes and the rockets on it. I'm like, I have a hunting rifle. This is fine. Use my minute on that. No. What if there's something bigger and badder than that? I know it's like the size of a small skyscraper, but
I can do this.
mini nuke? I don't think this isn't a mini nuke kind of job. You guys just go sacrifice yourself, do it while I climb up a mountain and headshot it like 50 times.
That sounds fucking right.
Okay, guys, I'm out of ammo. I'm just coming back to get more. You guys keep up the good fight. I just need some more 50 BMG. Yeah, because I'm not gonna waste my good stuff.
No, which makes sense.
I
always
the other
ran
thing
out
is,
of everything.
the one thing in Skyrim which I always do, even though it is considered bad, is the dragon claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how you get the first one and you unlock the thing, and then you're supposed to give it back to the guy who owns it.
No.
Yeah, well, I give it back to him, and then I immediately rob him of it because I'm like, yeah, okay, I've completed the quest. There you go, because returning it's part of completing the quest.
Well, yeah.
But then I'm like, yeah, but that's an awesome antique artifact that is dragon related and like mine. I'm like I'm the dragonborn. My dragon foot.
Makes sense.
Don't touch it. It's like, hey, has anyone seen my dragon foot? And you're like, no, never, mate.
No.
Okay, because I was just wondering, because you were in my house last night. I don't remember that. No, because I saw you and I said, hey, what are you doing here? And then you crouched, and then everything goes fuzzy. No, that doesn't sound right.
No.
Mate, if I just crouched in front of you, you would still be able to see me. Because I'd still be right in front of you, I'd just be crouched. Oh yeah, well, unless you had some kind of magic power.
No.
We don't talk about that.
Definitely don't have that.
Stop that.
I heard that guy across town has it though.
Yeah.
You should have a chat with him. Yeah, no.
That and I just like that, or like the there are a few things I really just like about Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like the whole Stormcloak's Imperial kind of storyline, where it's like you can choose a side and change Skyrim by doing that. I'm like, are you fucking joking?
Yeah.
Why would I help either of these Muppets? Like, oh,
when you can take over yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, literally, the fight's happening. I'm like, don't worry, I'll kill everyone. And I kill everyone. And then everyone's like, yeah, we're going to make this guy king. It's like, excuse me. Dudes, did you not see me just kill everyone? One motherfucking point, I was breathing fire. And you're going to give it to him? To him. You know, I can use the same thing I'd use to kill every one of them on every one of you.
That's a solid threat. Sorry. It's a solid promise.
And then we go on a crazy whole run where we kill every guard in Skyrim. While dressed as them.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, okay,
So that's
sometimes
how
in
it
Skyrim you become a serial killer. Out of necessity. Someone has to teach them respect.
I suppose, yeah, that makes sense. I was about to say, like, necessity? How did that become necessity? But, you know, you're right.
They don't respect my authority.
Yeah.
Everyone's always like, hey, you stole like 2 gold coins. It's like, I killed a dragon. Just, what?
Just give me your fucking money.
Yeah. Hey.
Give me everything you want. Now.
You stole a leek. A leek? Like the veg? Yeah, I saw you steal it. I killed 7 dragons. Their bones are still outside. You're gonna call me on that? You can call me on... I could have let them destroy it. No, you can call me on a leak.
They always do.
Fucking Skyrim.
They yell about you being the savior. And then you steal one thing.
Hey, you're going to jail. I don't think so.
That ain't happening. Go fuck yourself.
Remember how I can, like, make you fly with just my voice? Yeah. I fucking got that. I'm ready to go.
And I'll do it.
I will. I'm on it. I'm at it.
You know what? I'm going to do it for the fucking fun of it.
Yeah. What are other games which I kind of...
How'd you go
I had
insane
big problems. I actually had really big problems with Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
Far Cry 4 always does my head in. Because... Yeah. It's a bit... I think it's one of the best ones, actually. If I'm being honest.
Far Cry 4. Which one was that again?
Pagan Min.
Oh, the one where you could win almost straight away.
Yeah.
End of the game straight away. Not so much win.
You can end most of them straight away.
By literally doing nothing.
In one of them, you do the first mission, and then they go like, "Hey, here's a boat to get." That's number 6.
Well, Pagan Min is just you sit there and wait for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, same with Far Cry 5. When you're supposed to arrest Joseph Seed, if you just don't, you leave.
Oh.
And then Far Cry 6, you have to do the first mission, which is to find your way to the boat to get out. Then everyone on the boat gets murdered, and then you have to go do something else. You meet a guy, you help him out. Like it's about like an hour worth of gameplay, but then you get to a point where they're like, hey, if you want to leave, there's a boat, and then you can get on the boat and just leave. And then you hear a radio broadcast. It's like, yeah, all of the rebels were wiped out, and you're like, good. Rebels. Trying to make me do all of your work? Get fucked.
Yeah, I know, right? It's ridiculous. Okay,
but yeah, no,
I didn't know you
Far
could
Cry
finish
4 always does my head in because there are no good choices. And it actually turns out that probably the best choice is just to leave it in the hands of Pagan Min.
Yes.
Because, the good guys...
And you can do that straight away or wait till the end and go, yeah, okay. Just leaving.
Yeah, and the good guys are fucking crazy ass, batshit crazy people.
Yes, they are.
And you don't even get the chance to kill them both. Like after you've been like, you know what, I did all of this. Maybe I should be in charge. Like, no, I'm in charge. And you're like, you have seen me murder my way through an entire army, and you think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
Again, it's that whole fucking thing of Ludo narrative disconnect or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yes, you do murder your way through entire armies. Yes, you will also take orders from this person who has no way of stopping you. As Alucard once said, what you can do, get that guy who can stop me. What's his name again? Michael Mick doesn't exist.
It's such a great show.
Love it. I love it.
It's great.
But yeah, no, so that's kind of the whole crazy thing is, but I usually play a good guy.
Okay.
However, I often play a good guy at the limit of patience.
No, that's fair.
Baldur's Gate 3, for example. One of the greatest games ever. I'm good. I'm out there helping people. However, if it looks like the quest line I'm on could go on for a lot longer, and I've already done a whole lot of back and forth, I'm just like, you know what? That's it. Threaten everyone. Okay, well, you see, the thing is, I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'm used to the threatening side.
Yeah. But, like...
Not generally aimed at me, just in these games.
But, you know, like, there's others, like...
Actually, I'm surprised in our RPG you haven't threatened me yet.
Haven't I?
No. You've persuaded me, but you've never threatened.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
It'll happen next time.
I'm fairly sure I've almost
gone to kill me.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes. That sounds right.
Look, as I say, I play a game based on the role I'm supposed to be in that game.
True.
And in that game, I'm a very self-serving person, and therefore, we're a team.
Yes.
Until that no longer suits me.
Yeah, no.
In which case, I have the charm and the charisma to get the fuck out of Dodge.
You're true, you do. You really do.
And more importantly, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, I got some stuff to tell you about that game in a bit, but that's after the podcast stuff. That's after the podcast.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, no, Marvel's been that's fucking great.
Yep.
I've spent so much time exploring the Abbey, upping my power. I'm on like as I said, I haven't unlocked Spider-Man yet. So if you've played the game and you know how like early that is, because he's like one of the first heroes you can actually unlock.
Yes.
Like everyone else is kind of there from the start. You don't have access to everyone at the start, but they're all already at the Abbey.
Yeah.
Then obviously he's the first added roster member to your team, and there's quite a few of them. So obviously,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think I spent most of the time going through.
I still don't even have Wolverine on my side yet. So
yeah, seems right.
Yeah.
Now most of what I was doing was just going
on
through.
cover.
I was exploring the Abbey, just unlocking gates, doing the side quests, and then I ended up getting to a point. It's like starting a interaction where I was supposed to be like 20 levels, or recommended to be like 20 levels higher.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that wasn't smart.
No, that's bad.
However, I did one where I was supposed to be 10 levels higher.
Not too bad.
Somehow managed to win that one.
Yeah.
By the skin of my teeth, I won that one.
Tactics make a big difference, and
Yes.
that's what I've spent a lot of my time doing.
Yes.
Upgrading my cards, building my characters to be the way that I want them, as
Yeah.
opposed to kind of because they have their base loadout, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of balanced. And it's like, I don't want this character balanced. I want this character to be incredibly specific. Like the only character that needs to be balanced is the character that's going on every fucking mission. That's my character.
True. That makes sense.
Like everyone else, I'm like, I can pick and choose. Like, so I think I've like built Iron Man to be like incredibly murderous.
Yeah, that seems right.
Captain Marvel, I've kind of built her so that it's all about going binary and upping her damage. And then I use my hunter to like up their power even more by hurting myself.
Yeah.
But when I hurt myself, I gain extra shielding. And so it's like, so it's all.
It's a good way to do it.
Yeah, it's a very tactical game. And I really like that. And I've spent a lot of time just like, as you said, wandering the Abbey, doing all the stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
Upping the power of all of my people. Just doing side missions so I can up my research so I can get better stuff. I'm fairly sure. Oh, and then of course there's the whole cosmetic side. Oh god, that got me fast. Like
I'm aware.
Holy shit! Hold up a second. What can I do here? I can do. Oh wait.
As soon as you add cosmetics into it, we're done.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, okay, well, hang on. Now I've got to find the right mask that goes with my outfit. Oh, now I found out that one of my outfits can be orange and brown, like old school X-Men style Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
that's a new goal in life.
Yeah.
So
Don't even have him unlocked yet, but I'll have it.
I was just like, oh jeez. And then I found out like you can get like I haven't yet found out if there are other super suits that aren't unlocked at the beginning.
I
Because
don't
there's
know.
like a locked list of suits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, this suit is locked, this suit is locked, you can unlock them. But I'm like, there's also things where it's like, as you're going around and finding stuff, it's like, oh, you unlock this, and you go back and it's like, oh, there's a whole new thing here that I haven't seen before.
True.
So I don't know if you can unlock more super suits for everyone else, but
Question for Nick.
it's a question that I will probably find the answer to.
True.
But I have found out that you can unlock more like cosmetics for them just when they're hanging out around the Abbey. So
Yeah.
obviously, I've spent a bit of time doing that as well.
Of course.
So now I have Tony Stark just run around in his fucking prisoner tank top all the time.
Sounds right.
No, I actually really like the fact that the Midnight Suns has like a switch, and on that switch it says make characters change clothes every day. And I was like, yes, absolutely. So now I have a reason to unlock as many outfits as possible for every character because they automatically cycle through like real living humans.
Which is good.
Instead of just always constantly wearing the same thing until I'm like, okay, time for you to change up your style. I like it. I love it. I'm like,
Pretty
this is
amazing.
great. This is fucking great. I could probably spend an entire game just chilling around the Abbey with my super friends and just like fixing it up.
Yeah.
You could add a house flipper element to Midnight Suns and I'd be like, yeah, this is game of the year.
This is what is happening now.
Game of the year.
Hear us out. Adam.
I'm all about that.
If you want Game of the Year, do it. Go on.
I really wish that there was more to explore at the Abbey. Like I really wish they'd like really flushed out this like more like made it more costly unless like there's 3 areas of it. But
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot that you've actually to go further into to unlock it.
oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, I get that, but I'm just like I wish that the Abbey was more.
Oh yeah. No. There's no wrong.
I really wish there was like more stuff. Like especially like since everyone's kind of moving in there, I really wish there was like a fucking hangar and everything. You could go down and like explore the hangar and shit like that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But you can't always get what you want.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, Midnight Suns. That's kind of where I've been at for most of this week.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what that was. Ghost?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably
I
ghost.
couldn't see anything on the recording.
Yeah, probably just a ghost. That's probably fine.
Hey, we've got hunting skills. Let's figure it out. Oh, we don't have the key up there.
I do.
Oh shit! Yeah.
What else has been going on, Kris? Not much. Not a great deal. You
No,
do
not
anything?
really.
You do anything fun recently? No.
Not really. I've pretty much just been working.
God, you're a boring son of a
Looked
bitch.
into getting a loan to pay shit off.
Yep, that's what you want. That's what you want in life. Loans. Big ass loans.
But only having one.
Debt
instead
for
of-
life.
That's what most people get.
Isn't life fucking fantastic?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't really know, man. I've just been like,
There was a few moments there that weren't words.
I don't know, man. I've just been like, I've been real lethargic this week, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep in, and so I slept in. I slept in yesterday until like 1 o'clock, and I was like, that's amazing. I didn't actually sleep until 1 o'clock, but I was in bed till 1 o'clock because I'm like, my bed is both warm and comfortable, and if I do this, it's even better.
That's true.
And I was doing that, and I was like, oh, this is great. And I had shows on the TV. I was watching some anime. I was just like, oh, this is
Pretty much all I did today.
I was like, this is fantastic. And then I was like, oh, I actually have to get up because I have work to do.
Yeah.
But then I paid the price for that because last night I did not sleep at all. And I'm lying there. I'm like, okay, it's 6:30. Okay, I've got to be at the gym in just over 3 hours. Okay, I could really use a sleep right now.
It'd be nice.
I can still get 3 hours of sleep. That's it's not perfect, but we can do it.
But it's something.
okay, 7 a.m. I can still get 2 hours of sleep. And then eventually I did drift off to sleep, only to be woken up at like 8 o'clock. And I was like, oh, I'm okay. And then the dogs were in my room, and then they were like, for some reason, like 8:30, they're like, you know what? We don't want to be in here anymore. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. Can't you just lie there? I've got to get up in half an hour. Can't you just be cool for half an hour? No, they couldn't.
Yeah.
So I let them out, and then I went back to bed, and then the little one wanted to come back in. I was like, oh, fuck me. And I was like, okay, well, I've still got 15 minutes. I can get 15 minutes of good, solid napping. I lay down, and I was like, my alarm went off. I'm like, oh, okay, shut up. And I was like, I can probably squeeze in another 10 minutes. So I woke up 20 minutes later.
I love doing that one.
And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, that's a good thing. I knew this was going to happen, and I was prepared.
I was actually really lucky on Monday because I set my alarm before I went to bed.
Oh, that's not luck.
No, I set it before I went to bed. Then I woke up at about 7:15 to be at work at 8, so it wasn't horrible. My alarm never went off.
You never said it.
No, I did. I had the evidence on the
You said it
on
on
the
PM, didn't you?
No. So all I actually do is, because I use the Google Home, I just say the time and it puts it to the nearest of that time, which is AM. So it just never so I have it on the actual app saying, "Yep, set the alarm for 6:30 was the time I was going to get up."
Disgusting.
Set the alarm for 6:30, and then it just never went off. Oh,
that's pretty weird.
Of course it is. But no, I was very lucky for that aspect. But I haven't been as lethargic this week. Mine was, I think, last week, where I got to work and it's like my co-word's just like, "How are you doing today, Kris?" I'm like, "I'm very tired." He's like, "You are looking a bit tired. Why is that?" And I'm like, "I haven't slept yet. I need sleep."
That'll do it.
That
That will, in fact, do it.
I just that night I went to bed at like 12, and then I'm like, wide awake. It's now 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm really working an hour.
It's like, that does check out though.
Yeah.
No, the one that I love is, so I do pretty much the same thing. So I use my Alexa. That's like sitting because I've got the one with the clock, so it's like my bedside alarm clock.
Yeah.
And I go, "Alexa, set the time for 9:10. Setting alarm for 9:10. I'm like, it's 9:10. That's correct. You could at least get it correct. Be like, "Hey Alexa, set an alarm for like 9:45 in the morning. Setting an alarm for 8:45. I'm like, fucking bitch, I'll kill you.
I mean, technically it's correct.
No.
Just doesn't sound right.
It's not technically correct. It's technically correct. It's 8:45, but that's,
Well, yeah.
It's the modern way of kids, people not knowing how to tell time.
True, yeah.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 45 minutes to. So, what was my favorite? 45 minutes past 8. Okay, so 8:45. Oh, it's 8:45. It's like.
It's legitimate.
They attempted it first. Who was it? It was one of the guys that worked at Bunnings. They attempted it first, and I was just like, "Well, okay, good try, but we don't."
Good try. It's not wrong, but it's
like after half past, we start counting towards the other one.
Yes. Yeah.
Basic rounding.
It's the only way I set my alarms as well. I say the exact same stuff, and then it does the same thing, and
I just hate it. I just hate it so much because I speak to her like that, and then just like. She shoots it back at me in the way where I'm just like, that's the same way kids do it, and I hate them for it.
Yeah.
So if you ever do drive past my house and see Alexei just being thrown out the window, that's what's happened. Just like,
Whereas mine is legitimately going to be the thing of waking up an hour after I'm supposed to have started work. Yet no one has called me.
No.
For some reason, they've stopped doing that. They just let you be an hour late. So it's like, it's 1:15. Kris hasn't even called.
Probably just think you're dead.
We'll wait another half hour and see if he comes in. So now it's 1:45 and they still haven't called. And it's like,
You know what, though? That's probably got to do with the fucking cities, if I'm being honest. So if you work at, like, one of the city stores, right?
yeah.
And you catch public transport to it, and you're 20 minutes late for your public transport, you might be sitting there for 40 minutes to catch the next one.
True, yeah.
Which means that you're already an hour late as you're getting on the bus, and then it's a 20-minute bus ride, so now you're an hour and 20 minutes late, and then you rock up and you're like, I'm so sorry. But, like, you don't even need to really miss the bus. Like, missing the bus is a misconception in those cities.
Yeah.
There have literally been times where, like, this is the bus we need, and as it's, like, come to pull up, it's, like, stops, opens the back doors, no one gets off, it closes them and then drives off really quick, and you're like, great, that one's full. When's our next bus come? In half an hour.
Yeah, but like this is coming from
oh,
people who haven't lived in a city, so they don't have that.
Well, it could just be the whole Bunnings kind of new mentality.
No, but that's the thing is, some of the other cohorts do it. It's the last two that I've had that just don't do it, because Graham used to be
what happened to uniformity throughout every Bunnings store? Being able to go in and see exactly the same thing, go in and be harassed by exactly the same team member. Go in and get called by your cohort when you're not there at exactly the same time. No matter what store you're in.
Because Graham used to be, it's 5 minutes past, he's not here yet. We'll give him another 15. So at about 20 past, he'd call.
And then we'll fucking kill him.
And then it's just like, then you'd explain what happened, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, dude.
Or it'd be like, it's like, I see, I've just woken you up. It's like, yeah, why is that? You're supposed to start 20 minutes ago. Oh, fuck.
You're supposed to start 20 minutes ago.
I'll be there soon.
It's a Wednesday. Kris, it's Monday. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You should have done that more.
But it's like they legit.
You should have just said, no, I don't work today. It's Wednesday. And they'd be like, Kris, it's fucking Saturday. And you'd be like, oh, fuck. And they're like, oh, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Just so that they're like, when you come in, they're like, man, you are a mess.
I should.
Why did you think it was Wednesday today? Oh man, I just thought it was Wednesday. And then they do the same thing the next day. Kris, that's Wednesday, someone did come in. Kris, it's Sunday, we went through this yesterday. No, that was like 4 days ago. Kris, we think you're a mess.
Can I have a couple of days off, please?
Because I think my brain doesn't work.
See, that would be the definite thing of them hopefully turning around and be like, just take a couple of days off. Rest up, get back to normal, and then come back.
No, but it's Wednesday, right? Kris, you're standing in the store. Wait, what?
When did I get here? Oh, the great one.
What the fuck am I here on a Wednesday?
Well, the great one is this. The one time they have called me is just because they didn't see me behind the counter.
Oh, that's the good one.
And because I got then dragged to electrical. So when they looked through the section, I'm like, Kris isn't here. It's weird for him to not be right here. So I got the phone call being like, hey, just checking to see if you're alright. I haven't seen you yet. Are you coming in? It's like, I didn't answer the phone for this. I just listened to it when I got back to the desk. I'm like, weird. And then walked up to the one who called me. I'm like, I've been here since the store opened. I signed in. And he's like,
yeah, that's what I would have been really pissed off about. I would have been like, okay, hang on. I get it. You call someone when they haven't shown up. But your first port of order should be, have they signed in yet?
It should be. It really should be, but it wasn't. And it's like, it's
actually,
it's because there was two people up the front.
The thing I hate more than that is actually when they're like, we want you here 15 minutes before your shift
Oh,
starts.
no, you can fuck off with that.
I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. And they're like, no, but you need to be here 15 minutes so that you're ready to start work when you're supposed to start work. It's like, okay, well then I will be packing up 15 minutes early so I'm ready to finish work when I fucking finish work. No, you've got to put in the extra time. It's like, I don't think you understand how fucking equivalent exchange works, motherfucker. Go watch some Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a human soul worth? And then just walk away. Let them ponder that one.
Just watch them be super confused. Unless they've watched it.
What the hell is a human soul worth?
Oh no! But it's like
another human soul.
But then it's like the main reason that all played out is because there was people at the front. It's like, no, he's not here. We haven't seen him walk in yet. I walked past one of them and said hi to them. They just said I wasn't there.
Everything. He was like, "No, got to get into Bunnings." Fucking along the ceiling. Doom, 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 doom.
Just along the ceiling. Oh, Jan, what the fuck is that?
I've now made it safely to the paint department.
Hey, can you do this colour match? Ah.
Climbing back up the road.
Yeah. Well, that's actually what happened yesterday when I got to work. I was putting away some spray cans. I walked around and I'm like, hey,
there it is again.
How's it going today? I pick up a box. I turn around to look to where the box goes. See someone standing just in the middle of the aisle. Because Abby was facing the other way, so she had no idea. And it's just like, pick it up, turn. Oh, fuck me.
She's just been like, throwing a can at her. When she looked at me, why would you... You serve them now.
But
you
no,
made eye
no,
contact.
because what happened was, I said that, walked around, started doing that. Someone else walked up to the counter with a little Ziploc bag. And it's like,
sounds good.
because it's a colour match. So I'm like,
Oh, we.
Oh, good point. That would have been better. I was like,
Hey, I've got this weed.
you better fucking share it.
Can you color match it for me? No.
You know, you burn it though.
No, now I have to take that and burn it. Oh, man. Ah. Come on, papers too.
And then it's immediately called Graham's like, Graham, I'm going to need you to come over here. I'm going to need to borrow your lighter.
Graham, meet me into behind. Yeah, another one.
Yeah. But it was like, so as this other person walks up, Leanne's walking down the aisle. It's like, oh, thank fuck, I don't have to do that one. And then I turn around 2 seconds later. I'm like, fuck, another one! Jesus Christ!
What you should do is, like, next time someone comes up with a colour match, just, like, grab one of those little cans of paint. You know, the little ones? The little ones? And be like, sorry, I would love to help you, but I'm covered in paint. I need to go wash up. Just, like, walk out.
Yeah, I should. That would actually be funny.
Fucking worth it.
Funny for me, super confusing for them. With that,
What would manage?
if it's the right person, it'd be super confusing for them and a little bit worrying.
What would
Have
management?
they gone insane?
What would management do about that?
I don't fucking care.
Hey Chris, we noticed that yesterday when you were serving a customer, you just poured paint all over yourself. They told me to do it, and the customer's always right.
Oh,
I didn't have a choice. They said do this, and I was like,
Actually, I'm just waiting now for it.
That's not a good idea.
I'm waiting now for a complaint to come through.
Yeah.
Not specifically against me, just in general, because they had trouble trying to get on to me because I was just serving.
Mm.
When they finally got on to it, it's like, hey, there's a guy, he's looking for this. And it's like, yeah, cool. So I answered it. And it's like, hey man, what can I help you with? And all I can hear in the background is like, you fucking put me on hold, and then hangs up. It's like, we're still fucking talking to him. And I could hear him.
Yo, what's going on? Sunshine. I'm on hold. Well, if you want to be, man, I can.
Yeah, but it's like, no chance to even be like, no, I'm still here, man. It's just, fucking put me on hold and then hung up. It's like,
I think personally, I have a better plan. Next time you have a colour match, or next time you have an angry customer, just drink some paint. I would love to help you, but
I will get an empty paint tin.
poisoned.
I'll get an empty paint tin. Just put a drink in there. It's like, this isn't what. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital. Bye.
Not even an empty paint can. Just one. I get one of those little like sampler pots, just straight in. I'd love to help, but I've got to call poisons. I've got to call the poisons hotline.
I'm gonna call the poisons hotline. I may need medical attention.
Beep 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 beep. Have you called them yet? I don't know. I'm blind.
Just make sure when you're doing it as well. It's just like, just covers your face completely.
Okay, well, I need to take care of this because, that's paint. Beep, 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 beep. Hi, I purposefully tried paint. Why?
Long story. But I need help.
Oh, fuck that.
I'm currently looking at all of my paint thinners. Which one would you suggest?
Which one should I drink next? No,
Wait,
no. Stop.
Why are you going to drink paint thinner? Well, to thin out the paint, obviously.
Make it run through my system a little better.
Are you an idiot?
That's it. That's what you got to do, right?
I don't like the look of this one. Yeah, it smells a bit off. I'll go for a better option. I wonder if we have a colourless, odourless one.
Let's
Do not
see.
drink the paint thinner. Oh, okay, what would you suggest I do? Have you called an ambulance? No, I'm on the phone to you, dummy.
Call an ambulance.
Although I do think I'm dying when you said that. I have an incredible pain in my stomach. Are you dead? Just because I make the sound doesn't mean I'm dead. But I'm very close.
Very close.
Please send help.
Please send help. Where are you? At Bunnings.
Which one?
What's the address? I don't know. I just work here.
Fucked if I know.
So wait, you work there? Well, this makes this worse.
Fucked if I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Kris can't be in. And then Kris can't be in paint any longer.
No, because they wouldn't trust me with paint.
Yeah. So they'd probably put you in like gardening.
Yeah. Oh well, I suppose
Fertilizer's good for you, right? It helps you grow big and strong. Nope, just tastes like poop.
Why do
Also-
we keep putting him in sections with poison? Why do we
Every
keep doing
section
this?
has poison in it. Except electrical. But
No,
broken glass is worse than poison.
You know it is. Yeah. that's fair.
So technically I can't drink any poison. But watch this. I can just inhale this shit for days. It kills you the same.
What
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Should we fire him?
Crazy thing is he's found a way to poison himself in every department.
Wait, could I call Combo? That I've gone insane because I worked there, so it keeps happening because I've worked there.
I don't think that's how that works.
And then there's me, highly allergic to fucking dust, with asthma. Don't give a fuck.
Kris, how long's that box been up there? Yeah, about 6 years. Kris, your whole everything is covered in dust. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's good.
That's fine. I'm a little itchy.
Make you big and strong. Just get in there and roll around in it.
Oh shit, he's on the ground twitching.
Also, I'm gonna need you to. I'm gonna need you to get an EpiPen.
It's the greatest place to work with a dust allergy.
I fucking hate that place so much.
It's just so quiet.
You know how like they come back with the cans and be like, you gave me the wrong color.
Tastes like the right one.
Just get like a funnel and be like, oh well, you know what we have to do with the wrong color, put the funnel in your mouth.
No, stop, wait, it's the correct colour,
Oh, only if you're sure. Get some every time. Every fucking time. They're not allowed to take back mist tints, so I just drink them now. That doesn't seem safe. It's not.
It's not. That's why the ambulance is now on speed dial.
Well, that and all other reasons, but I won't bore you with that.
No.
Someone get my paint drinking funnel. Oop. Well, I'm so glad they got rid of all the lead paint. Let me tell you, that was hard on the digestive system.
Oh god.
You know, the doctor says it's a miracle I'm still fucking alive.
Somehow my kidneys still function.
But he said if one pops up, I am the first in line for a transplant. I said, I give it to someone who needs it. Oh, paint's like my third favourite colour. Flavour. What if what flavour paint actually tastes like?
I don't really want to try it.
Just dip your tongue in it a little bit. You can wash it off. You don't have to ingest any of it.
I know two people who have tried it. They dipped a biscuit in
Tastes like death.
No, they both immediately ran to the toilets.
To throw up.
That and rinsed their mouth out. They didn't swallow any of it. There was a thing, as they were cleaning
I
up.
would do that in a kitchen.
We were cleaning up a paint spill, and it was like, this was a bad idea. We'll be back.
I remember how I said I feel like everyone was dumb and incompetent when I left.
Yeah, that answers it. No, I just enjoyed one day that it's like one of like the head people for Bunnings came in, and they forgot to check that Sean and I had clean shirts and clean aprons. So he's walked down. He's like, "I can tell you two work in paint."
You two do a lot of work. No one else here ever fucking seems to work. They're always so clean.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do it all.
It's just like I was wearing the absolute worst shirt that I have, covered in paint. Our aprons were fucking horrid, and they were just like, okay. And then afterwards, it's like, we should have got you to at least change the aprons. It's like, probably.
I liked how at one point I had a little bomb sack, just with all of my tools in it.
Yeah,
and like
John
people
still
were
has one.
Yeah, I know, they're fucking great. But I like have my tape measure on it, my fucking 2 knives, my scissors. They were like, you can't have scissors. I was like, what scissors? I'm like, I'm sorry, I am going to university next year. I think I can be trusted with fucking scissors.
Ow.
Oh no, that's what happened when I was left with the knives. Like, oh, I'm not allowed to have scissors, but I'm allowed to have knives. Like, I have 10 knives because I had 2 in the pocket and like 3 in my apron. And all the ones that we had hidden around the fucking store. I'm like, I got all these knives. I got so many knives, I juggle them. Like, that's how I cut my finger last time. I was juggling knives, but I'm not allowed to have fucking scissors. It's like, you probably shouldn't tell them you juggle knives. I'm like, I just want my fucking scissors.
And so we're not allowed to they're not allowed on the floor at all anymore.
It's ridiculous.
So it's the thing, if we've got one in the drawer and we just... I think it was Jordan walked up to me and he's like, hey, you got any scissors in the drawer? And then I just...
No.
No, because he's one of the good cowboys. So it's pretty much...
You got any scissors in that drawer? Yeah, here you go. Bam! This was a raid, bitch!
I'm just like...
Nailed you.
He's like, I need to cut these labels up. Do you have any scissors? I'm like, no. And he's looking at me weird. I'm like, no, we don't. But these have to come back.
Dude, I fucking hated it.
And he brought them back. So what we do now is they're in the drawer, but as soon as we know we're getting a safety audit, they get put in a box up into hands reach with no wording on it, so they have no idea what's in that box.
Scissors.
We fucking should do that. Just the scissors, and it's nothing but fucking rags. It's like, been lied to.
It should just be like a box with a single big bag of rags in it that is open, but you can only tell if you pull it out because it's taped up.
Yeah.
Then in the middle of all those rags is your scissors. Scissors.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just said like I fucking trust everything. I was just like, I can't be trusted with scissors. What the fuck is this? I
Do you have any scissors over here? It's like, no, we're not allowed to have scissors on the floor. It's like, wait, why not? It's like, no, it's a weird thing. Someone in one store would have cut themselves with the scissors accidentally.
You can't be trusted.
Now no one can have scissors in Bunnings in general. Wait, hold on. Unless there's a kid's DIY on the weekend, at which point we hand them the fucking scissors.
Yeah, we are less trusted than toddlers.
Yeah.
And I can almost also guarantee the person that cut themselves was probably up in the office where they're allowed to use scissors.
More than likely.
And yeah, so it's ridiculous. But yeah, you should be like, oh yeah, we're not allowed to have scissors anymore. Not after the running incident of 2002.
Yeah. Actually, that's a better way to say it.
Wait, what happened in 2002? Well, it was just typical Bunnings Day, right? All the team members were out, smiling, happy. Everyone was cheerful. And then the sausage sizzle opened, and all the team members turned when they could smell those sausages cooking. And they all started running, but all had forgotten that they had scissors in their hands. It was a bloodbath. I remember it like it was yesterday. So yesterday, I was just chilling with my favorite pair of scissors. You know how it is. No, I forgot what happens next. Wait, did you say it was actually yesterday? No, I have short-term memory loss. Because of the scissors that went into my brain.
What?
Can I help you?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Do you need a hand? Anything?
I was just asking for scissors.
I'm not allowed scissors. Not after the incident. What incident? Well, I remember it like it was yesterday. Yesterday, I was hanging out with my favorite pair of scissors. And then, I forgot what happened.
Because of the scissors in your brain. You had that too?
What?
No, you were telling me that you had scissors in your brain. I don't think that sounds right.
I would have never have done that. Well, there was that one
I
incident.
think I'd remember that. Can I help you remember that? See how long it takes for a person to walk away. Well, you know what, Kris? It's we've been going long enough.
Here we are.
There's stuff to cut. There's stuff to edit.
Yeah.
This whole last part might not even be in it. Who knows? It's unhinged. But hey
could be
guys,
like that.
if you've liked the video, please consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. Or all. You can just do it all. You could.
We now give you free range to do it all.
Nothing's-
Unlike that one podcast where we said one at a time.
Nothing can stop you except for the fact that Kris doesn't believe you've got the ability to do that.
Prove me wrong.
Fucking prove him wrong. You don't want this guy to be right. Look at him. He's both hideous and smug. We will catch you next time. I've been Darcy. He's been Kris. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Damn.
Don't let Kris win. Don't let Kris win. Ever.
I'm just saying.
Hideous
can't do
and
it.
smug. But mainly hideous. Told you, what's time to start? Burst out laughing. While you're hiding above in the attic while the Nazis look for the Jews.
No, but yes.
And then you just sit there going, oh, Klaus. Oh, Klaus, you're so clever. Oh, such a clever joke, Klaus. And then the Nazis go, well, they're in the ceiling.